Alright guys, so as you guys can see, this team that I'm going to share with you guys today is going to be the team that has carried me all the way up to Grandmaster 3, and it is of course going to be involving the new Beast Cookie, Bernie Spice Cookie inside of the team. So let's get into the team and let me show you guys this team in action as well. So here we go guys, I'm pretty sure you guys have actually already seen this particular team inside of the arena, and if you guys have been searching it up, YouTube might actually have a lot of variations of this particular comp, but I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of a slightly different variation using Bernie Spice Cookie, so that you guys have this one under your belt as well, so that you guys can use it in case you guys want to try something a little bit different to throw the enemies off as well. Alright guys, so before we get back into the video, I do want to thank the sponsor of today's video, and that's gonna be no other than again Dev Sisters and Cookie Run Kingdom. So with the latest update of Cookie Run Kingdom, we have our second Beast Cookie, Bernie Spice Cookie, who has been introduced into the game along with his general Nutmeg Tiger Cookie. And of course, with that, we do have episode 5 of Beasties unfolding the story between Golden Cheese Cookie as well as Bernie Spice Cookie to see who is going to be the ultimate owner of the soul gems as well. And of course, with all updates, we have various different new events as well, featuring so much different rewards. So if you guys are planning to come back to the game or even just start Cookie Run Kingdom right now, this is going to be the best time. So please, if you guys would like to do so, then check out the link down in the description as well as the comment section to download Cookie Run Kingdom and jump in to the new update right now. Once again, thank you Dev Sisters and Cookie Run Kingdom for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into the arena. So first of all, let's get into Dark Cacao Cookie. Dark Cacao Cookie is going to be using a 2-second start because you want the silence to come out really quickly, and in order to get that, you do need at least 35.9% cooldown with the biscuit as well as the topping. So this number right here under the total gear needs to be at least 35.9%, and then rest of them for me right now have a dark damage as well as damage resist bypass. Those are going to definitely benefit you in doing some extra damage as well. So that is what I'm focusing on, but of course damage resist and cooldown are the main substats for your toppings. Next one is going to be Bernie Spice. So Bernie Spice is a little bit different than what you would normally see in other videos as well. So this one is what I've been using, and it does work out, but of course based on stats, based on cooldown and stuff like that, slightly the outcomes do vary, but it is going to be on damage resist as well as a bit of cooldown here. And in order for Burning Spice Cookie to actually have a 2-second start, you do need at least 7.5%. So you don't actually need any under the biscuit, so I do use a damage resist bypass for my Burning Spice Cookie, totaling at 51.7 here. But yeah, at least 7.5 in order to get the 2-second start. This actually does allow Burning Spice to use the skill a little bit faster in rotation compared to the other Burning Spices that you might be versing as well. You do sacrifice a little bit on the damage, so you guys can see this is another build that I have, but you can see the 94.7 versus a 85.2. So you again kind of sacrifice a little bit on the damage, but because you have the cooldown, most of the time you do get to use a skill a little bit faster, get that burst out around that 1-minute mark. So that's why I'm using this build here. Next one is going to be Mystic Flower. Mystic Flower always has the same build with the 44.5% at least to get the 2-second start right here. So that's the reason why I have this biscuit, cooldown, and attack speed, damage resist, as well as cooldown focus for your toppings. Next one is going to be Wind Archer. So Wind Archer does have a little bit of a slightly different build as well here, and that is going to be with the focus on attack speed, and a bit of extra cooldown as well. I don't think the extra cooldown is like a necessity, but it does kind of help you out in versing other comps that just might not have extra cooldown as well. So this helps in allowing the rotation to come out a little bit faster, but again, it's just an extra bonus in my opinion. And then the rest of the biscuit is going to be on damage resist bypass. So you do see we're going to naturally have a 2-second start anyways, so just that extra attack speed and cooldown, and getting the extra attack and damage resist is going to help out. Last one is going to be Cream Ferret with a full Swift chocolate build. I have it so that Cream Ferret does have a pretty darn high cooldown. In order for Cream Ferret to have a 3-second start, and in order to have that, that is going to be at a 35.2% cooldown at least in the total gear cooldown. But if you guys would like your Cream Ferret to survive a little bit more, then you can actually go with something like this, where you have like a mixture of Swift Chocolate and Solid Almond, and around like 28% cooldown as well. But in my build, I am using this particular one right here. And going into the treasure is going to be a feather vial as well as a jelly watch. You can use the scroll and whistle, but personal experience, if your cookies are not like super stacked out, like with the promotions and ascensions and stuff like that, it's better to go with the feather and vial, just so that if they die, they revive, use their skill again, get that extra crit resist buff as well, and things like that. So it just helps out a lot more. All right, so let me go into the battle now, and let me show you guys this team in action as well. All right, okay, so this team is going to be with the monocle as well as the flamingo tube. I'm going to guess there's so many variations in this meta right now too. So let's just see how this one does. All right, guys, so this one is going to be the wallberry comp. So I guess they still decided to use the wallberry comp with the flamingo tube and the monocle. All right, so there is that variation, but you're going to be able to see that our Burning Spice right there used the skill right as the 1 minute mark came out, and then when he threw that giant axe, the team actually just exploded right there. All right, so I was kind of wrong about this guy. This guy, if you guys have the right toppings as well as the right biscuit, then he actually just shreds the enemy. And you guys can see right here, 11 million damage. Wind Archer does 7 million. All right, so yeah, he's an absolute beast right now. All right, guys, so here we go. This is going to be most likely a Burning Spice with Wind Archer here. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so it is going to be the Burning Spice. All right, and we do have the 2-second start, so we're gonna be able to cast a little bit faster, I believe, right here. All right, so we just use our skill, and then right at that 1 minute mark, our giant axe just drops, exploding the enemy team, and boom, we are done. All right, so one thing that I do want to let you guys know though is that this comp, because of the fact that there's so many different variations, again, it is very, very, very difficult to 100% guarantee the outcome. Except for the fact that this particular build, though, not a lot of people are using. So I've had a higher chance of actually winning. Again, there are variations where you have a 2-second Mystic, 3-second Dark Cacao, and just a regular 3-second Burning Spice as well. There are comps where you have a 2-second Dark Cacao, 3-second Burning Spice. You have a 2-second Mystic Flower, so you use Dark Cacao first. In this variation, you have a 2-second, 2 seconds, 2 seconds, so you use Dark Cacao and then to Mystic, and then Burning Spice, just because of the fact that you have an extra, 8% cooldown, you actually do get a faster skill rotation. So there's just so many different variations right now. So just keep that in mind when you guys are building. In my opinion, this one does have, again, a little bit of a higher win rate for me because it's just so different, and it does work out in the end. But here you guys go, 8 million damage coming out from Burning Spice, 6 million from our Wind Archer, and 3 million from our Dark Cacao. And again, this one actually was a 1-star promoted Burning Spice versus mine, and they do have a 4-star Awaken and a 4-star Cream Ferret. So naturally their stats are a bit higher than mine, but still, that cooldown difference and the skill rotation difference does, change the outcome of the battle. All right, guys, so there are comps right now using Moonlight as well as Stardust, and this particular comp is able to beat that as well. So I wanted to show you guys that outcome here. So let's go. All right, so here we go. Because of the fact that we do have a pretty fast rotation on our Burning Spice, we should be able to beat this one here. And additional to that, we have a faster rotation on Dark Cacao as well, allowing that silence to come out and everything. So boom, we just kind of melt them away. Again, the most damage coming out from our Burning Spice here. This guy is absolutely a beast of a cookie right now. And I believe their Moonlight cookies, Crystal Gem was at least level 20. I can't even try the team out right now because of the fact that my Moonlight is only level 10. and she just does no damage. Alright guys, so to finish it off, I'm just going to show you guys a mirror matchup using my own comp. So we are basically using the same static cookie except for the cooldown difference and you know, those kind of things. So right now this one is going to be a 2-second start dark cacao with the 3-second start burning spice, 2-second start mystic flower, and then rest of them are going to be the same. So we're going to go into the practice mode here, and then we are going to use the burning spice, who has the 2-second start right here along with the 2-second dark cacao. So here we go. All right guys, so here we go. You're going to be able to see dark cacao both are going to come out and then use the silence, and our mystic flowers are going to most likely, both of them are going to die off early. But you can see right there, the faster, you know, axe throwing from the burning spice actually makes a little bit of a difference when you're having that, you know, the cooldown and the skill rotation difference right there. So we are able to get that nuke damage out a little bit faster, although we sacrifice slightly that damage because we're getting more of that cooldown substat. You can see the damage output is actually going to be a little bit better because, again, the skill rotation, right? The skill rotation is a little bit different. So although their dark cacao, or the defense team dark cacao, did a little bit more damage, our burning spice was able to just melt away everybody with that giant axe throwing at the very end. Alright guys, so that's going to conclude it for this video. Again, there's just so many different comps out there, but this one slightly is going to be different from most of the ones that you're going to be able to see on YouTube and things like that. And this is the one that I've personally been using. Again, I cannot guarantee you 100% win rate because there's just so many different variation, and you can't really guess it based on the number you see on the top, their power level, because in the end, they are going to naturally have around the same. It's just the cooldown difference that is going to make a slight difference in the skill rotation, which changes the outcome of the battle. So just keep that in mind. But I wanted to share my variation with you guys that I've been using and I've been testing out, and it's been working out pretty darn well. So try it out for yourselves. If not, again, you can go back to a 2-second start dark cacao with a 2-second start mystic flower and a 3-second start burning spice, or you can go with a 3-second start dark cacao, 3-second start burning spice, 2-second start mystic flower. So mystic flower is the first one to use a skill, but again, there's just so many different variations. Just keep that in mind. But good luck with the arena climb, guys. I hope you guys are able to use this comp. Let me know how it goes for you guys in the comments below. But if you guys haven't checked out the review video for burning spice cookie as well as nutmeg tiger, and also just anything related to this particular new update, then check it out in screen in front of you guys. And to conclude, once again, thank you Dev Sisters and Cookie Run Kingdom for sponsoring this video. And again guys, thanks for watching.